Faster Mind, good evening and welcome to the Manx Radio Folk Show with me, John Barker, playing you the best in folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world. We start with some great bluegrass tunes from John Reichman, Sugar in the Ground. Wonderful mandolin playing there by John Reichman. I came across him when I was listening to an interview with him on a podcast about his mandolin, which is a very old, very, very valuable Gibson mandolin, and his music. He's from the USA, but actually moved up to Vancouver many years ago. I bet he's feeling a bit smug at the moment. And that's from an album called New Time, an Old Acoustic. Last week I played you The Month of January by Siobhan Miller, and I said I might play the version by Janice Burns and John Doran. Well, here it is.
It was in the month of January, the hills were white with snow, when over hill and valley my true love was my father who barred the door on me, and cruel was my mother, this dreadful crime to see. Cruel was my own sweetheart who changed his mind for gold, and cruel was the wintry winds that pierced my heart with cold. For the taller that the pine tree grows, the sweeter is the bark, and the fairer that a young man speaks, the falser is his heart. For he'll kiss you and caress you till he thinks he has you won, then he'll go away and leave you all for some other one. So come on, my pretty fair maids, a warning take of me, and never build your nest on the top of the high tree, for the green leaves there will wither and the branches will decay, and the beauty of a false young man too soon will fade away.
Another great version of the month of January. Staying on the theme, here's Winter Winds by Fotheringay. Could do without these, please. I'm going on the boat on Friday.
Winter winds, they do blow cold. The time of year it is chosen. Now the frost and fire, and now the sea is frozen.
I discovered a live album by Lau that I hadn't really listened to before. Live Series 1 Live 2020 it's called. And I do love Lau, such a fantastic band, consisting of course of Chris Drever on guitar and vocals, Martin Green on accordion, and Aidan O'Rourke on fiddle. This is I Don't Want to Die Here.
I didn't make it on my own. With the money running out, I went reaching for the phone, digging holes and building walls in the dark and in the rain. And I took off for a second time. I didn't think that I'd be here again. Oh, it seems like a lifetime. It's still so clear. I've alone this land, some children, and I don't want to die here. I reckon salmon when recall the underwater sound of the currents of creation, shifting gravel in their hatching grounds, with their noses pointed upstream as they dream in the ocean waves. They're fearless and they're defenseless as they leave their cradles and their graves. This place where you were born, old faces on its stones, the inside of your bones are inscribed with the lyrics of the official song. One day you'll be master. No one alive today remembers when this tradition first began, but I have got a pal whose granddad was born 40 years before it started. Oh, it seems like a lifetime. It's still so clear. I've alone this land, some children, and I don't want to die here. The slick cobblestones reflecting 70s festoons. A drunken county rallies round ideas like sad balloons. The salmon's not content to stay back, bringing up the rear. He's got to move like silver lightning, and I don't want to fucking die here. Oh, it seems like a lifetime. It's still so clear. I've alone this land, some children, and I don't want to die here. Oh,
I've been meaning to play a track from an album called The Tree in the Wood by Charlotte Smith and David Clifton. It was released last year, but all the Christmas and New Year stuff got in the way, so here it is now. And this was brought to my attention by our good friend Mark Tiley of Manx Radio, and of course Talking Heads. And he said a dear friend of mine, going back to our college band days, has just released a lovely folk album and he wanted to share it with me. So as I say, it's by Charlotte Smith and David Clifton, and this is their version of Down in the Sally Gardens.
Down by the Sally Gardens, my love and I did meet. She passed the Sally Gardens with little snow-white feet. She bid me take life easy as the leaves grow on the tree. But I, being young and foolish, with her did not agree. In a field by a river, my love and I did stand, and on my leaning shoulder she laid her snow-white hand. She bid me take love easy as the grass grows on the wind. But I was young and foolish, and now I'm full of tears. She bid me take love easy as the grass grows on the wind. But I was young and foolish, and now I'm full of tears, and now I'm full of
The excellent guitarist and singer Sam Carter released an EP at the end of last year. The track Tubal Cain that I played a few months ago was from that. It's called the Oakham Poachers EP, and this is the title track.
On the 9th of January, against our laws contrary, three brothers quite unwary, a poaching went didn't we hear? Through Oakham woods they rambled, through briars and through brambles, till they fighted pheasants random, which brought the keepers near. But the keepers did not enter, nor dared those woods to venture, but outside and near the centre, all in ambush they did lie. As the poachers home were making, 9 pheasants they were taking. Right then the keepers faced them and swore that they should die. These brothers, being brave-hearted, they boldly kept on firing, afraid but never tiring, till they got the fateful blow. And the keeper, he lay crying like one who was a-dying, and with no assistance nigh him, the blood in streams did flow. Taken they were with speed for this inhuman deed, and there was no reprieve, all in the court next day, where the judge and jury tried them, and mercy was denied them, and the sentence it consigned them to meet their dreadful fate. Their names I will now mention: John, Robert and George Perkins, 3 brothers tried for poaching and cut off in their prime. Young Robert died in irons, while Georgie was transported, and John was hung at Oakham. May God forgive their crime.
By an amazing coincidence, as that was playing, I got an email from James Soares, who publicises new folk and roots music, releases and tours, and it's all about Sam Carter, the Oakham Poacher 2026 EP and UK tour. And it says the Oakham Poacher is Sam's first solo collection of songs from the folk canon, some captured on record for the very first time. The title track, The Oakham Poachers, tells the true story of the Perkins brothers from Easton-on-Hill in Northamptonshire, who in 1833 were tried at Oakham Castle after shooting a gamekeeper in Eppingham Old Wood. John Perkins was hanged, and in fact was the last hanging to take place in Oakham. So there you go, a little bit of extra information for you. A few weeks ago I played you a little bit of jazz, well, folky jazz, by the trumpeter Laura Jerd, from an album called Rights and Revelations, released last year. Here's another one, Lighter and Brighter. That's great, isn't it? And on that track by Laura Jerd, the jazz trumpeter, you also heard Martin Green from Lau on accordion and the Irish fiddler Ultan O'Brien. Also from Ireland, Barry Kerr. Great new album, The Curlew's Cry. This is You Rambling Boys of Pleasure.
You rambling boys of pleasure, give ear unto these lines I write. Although I am a rover, in rambling I take great delight. I cast my mind on a handsome girl, and oftentimes she does me slight. My mind is never easy, except when my true love is in my sight. Down by yon flowery gardens, where me and my true love would meet, I held her in my arms, and unto her gave kisses sweet. She bade me take love easy, just as the leaves fall from the trees. But I, being young and foolish, with my own true love I did not agree. And the second time that I met my love, thought that her heart was surely mine. But as the season changes, my darling girl has changed her mind. Gold is the root of evil, although it bears a glistening hue. 'Cause as many's the lad and the lass to part, that their hearts like mine be ne'er so true. And I wish I was in Belfast town, and my own true love along with me, and money in my pocket to keep us in good company. Liquor to be plenty, a flowing glass on every side. Hard fortune would ne'er daunt me, for I am young and the world is wide.
That was great, wasn't it? Barry Kerr. Staying in Ireland, here's a track by a band called The Weaving. In fact, I heard it on BBC Six Music on, I think it was Christmas morning actually, while I was doing some cooking. And I thought to myself, I've not heard of The Weaving. They should be a well-known Irish band. How come I've not heard of them? And I looked them up and they're brand new. This is their only release so far. They're a traditional group made up of Maeve Begley, Kate Nerian and Owen Spafford, who's actually from Yorkshire. And an album by Spafford Campbell last year was a very interesting mixture of fiddle and guitar. Anyway, this track that has been released as a single, if I've got the pronunciation right, is called Duluthiniac, Warp and Weft, and Martin wins number 2. At an O'Donnell's session before Christmas sometime, Susan Coyle sang a lovely song, The Boys of Barnish Rider. I couldn't at the time place where I knew it from, but I did know it well, and I've realised since it was from a classic album by Christy Moore and Friends, live in Dublin. But this is the version that Susan knew. This is by Pauline Scanlon from her album Hush.
Down to the sea in waking time or sleeping time, it's where I long to be, to walk again the kindly streets and the place my life began, where the boys from more the shore cudgel stout we roamed about to hunt the gay Jolene. How we searched for birds near the reefers, from letter to Dooney. How we jumped for joy beneath the sky. Our life held no threat or plan for the boys from more the shore there who hunted for the run. But when the hills were bleeding and when rifles were aflame, to the rebel homes of Kerry, who the Saxon strangers came, and the boys who dared the Oxys and who fought the black and tans, they were the boys from more the shore there who hunted for the run. But now they toil on foreign soil, where they have gone their way, deep in the heart of London town, or over on Broadway. Oh, and I am left to sing their deeds and pleasures while I can, with the boys from Barra and the shore there who hunted for the run. Oh, and here's a health to them tonight, wherever they may be, by the groves of Carnarvon, or the slopes of Beanatee, John Dolly and Botany, oh, the Sheehan's gone and down, they were the boys from more shore there who hunted for the run. And when my wheel of life has run out and death comes over me, just lay me down in this old town between the hills and sea. I'll make my peace amongst those green fields, the place my life began, where the boys from more the shore down who hunted for the run.
Well, that's lovely, isn't it? That's Pauline Scandon with the Boys of Berners-Schroeder. I've played quite a bit of her music for you in the past. She's a fantastic singer, born in Dingle, County Kerry. That song is based on a poem by Irish poet Sigerson Clifford, who died in 1985, and it's named after a street in County Kerry. So you're quite likely to see Susan and others down at the Trad Music Session in O'Donnell's on Wednesday night. That starts about 8:45. But it's also a blues club on Wednesday night, and I think that'll be happening just up the road in Sam Webb's, again from about 8:45. Do come and say hello. You can nip between the two venues, which is quite handy. On Thursday night, there'll be the Folk Club in Ramsey at the Buffs Club, and on Friday night, there'll be a session in the Mitre. There will be a Sunday afternoon session, but I'm recording this show a couple of weeks ahead, so I'm not quite sure where that is at the moment. And there's also probably something on Friday night at the Centenary Centre in the Athol Room, but again, I don't have the details, so go and search for those things on social media. So speaking about the session in O'Donnell's, here's some tunes that I recorded a few weeks ago. These are Manx tunes, led by Dave Collister, but also featuring everybody in the room, really. And these tunes are Carvel Drogvein, The Black and the Grey, and The Flitter Dance. So there we go, a little taste of the Wednesday night session in O'Donnell's. This coming Sunday night is Burns Night, and I've just received a CD in the post by Andy M. Stewart, The Songs of Robert Burns. Andy M. Stewart was the lead singer of Silly Wizard. He sadly died in 2015. This album was recorded in 1989. It was released but never distributed or promoted very much. It also features Manus Lunny, Donald Short and Charlie McCarran. And from it, this is the first track in fact. This is Rantin' Rovin' Robin, a song that commemorates an incident which occurred when Robert Burns was only a few days old. Quite how he remembered the incident then, I'm not too sure.
There was a lad was born in Kyle, but what in a day, oh what in a style. I did it's hardly worth a while to be say nice with Robin. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', rantin', rovin'. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', Robin. Poor monarch's him this year but ane was 25 days begun. Was then a blast o' January when blew Hansel and on Robin. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', rantin', rovin'. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', Robin. The gossip cake at Tenny's loof quo show while lives will see the proof. This Wally boy will be nae coof, I think we'll ca' him Robin. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', rantin', rovin'. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', Robin. He'll hae misfortunes great and small, but I heart a ben a ma. He'll be a credit to us, we'll a be proud o' Robin. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', rantin', rovin'. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', Robin. But sure as 3 times 3 mak 9, I see by elke score and line. This chap will dearly like her kind, so lease me on the Robin. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', rantin', rovin'. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', Robin. Get faith go show a duty ye guard, the bonny lasses lie aspar. The 24 ye may hae war, so blessings on the Robin. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', rantin', rovin'. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', Robin. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', rantin', rovin'. Robin was a roving boy, rantin', rovin', Robin.
So staying in Scotland for Burns Night, our last track tonight is from the excellent newly released album Live at the BBC 1972-79 by Dick Gaughan. And this is Farewell to Whiskey. So farewell to you all for tonight. I'll be back next week to play more great folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world, and I hope you'll join me then.
Johnny, my man, do you know, think of rising? For the days we'll spend and the nights coming on. The cellars are dim and the juice empty. So rise up, my Johnny, and come away. The bairns at home are roaring and greeting. Then we'll hand the barrel the full wee wines, while he sat here drinking, you'll leave us lamenting. So rise up, my Johnny, and come away. Was that at the door
that is speaking so kindly. It's the voice of my wee wifey, Maggie by name. Coming, my dear lassie, I'm sitting beside me. There's a room in the sailors far more nor me. Oh, Johnny, my man, they don't mind the curtain when the long summer's days and they never had an end. But spend these long days among the sweet scented roses and never get a thought upon gone away. Oh, it's well day I mind all these times that you speak of, but these days they are gone and will never come again. But as for the present, we will try for to mend it. So give your hand, Maggie, and it's I'll away. And it's Johnny Rose, and he banged the door open, saying, "Cursed be the alehouse that let me in. And cursed be the whiskey that made me thirsty. And fare ye well, whiskey, far I'm away."